All right, this is a review for regular math. This is how question 1's going to be. We're going to be rounding this. We're going to be estimating it and putting it in scientific notation. So what you do is scan from left to right, go into the first numbers that are not a 0. So these two are the first numbers. So you have 2.5 here. You have to round 2.5. So this is going to be 3 times 10 to the power of, now you count where the decimal point was and where it ended up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's 4, but it's going to be negative because this is a very, very small number. So that's the answer for this one. So that's how question 1 is going to look. Question 2 is going to look like this. Same thing, you're rounding, but it's not going to have a negative exponent. It's going to have a positive exponent because this is a very large number. So first you find the first two numbers left to right that are not zeros, which are these two. You put it right in the middle. This is 4.9, which also rounds up. So it gives us 5 times 10 to the power of, now where was the decimal point originally? Right here at the end. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the power of 6. So that's how question 2 looks on the quiz. Question 3 on the quiz is going to be asking you a very simple question. Which one of these two numbers is bigger? So is this one larger or is this one larger? Now this one has the larger number, but it's negative, which means it has more zeros in the smaller form. So in actuality, this one is the bigger one, because this is 0.006, and this one is 0.00007. So which one of these is bigger? This one. So this one's the one that's larger. Make sure you understand that. If you don't, I recommend just transferring it into standard form and just noticing which one's the bigger one. In this question here, you're going to be telling me how much bigger is the first one than the second one. Okay? So the first thing you got to find out is how much more 10s this one has. This one has times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10, and this one's just times 10 times 10 times 10. So this one has 2 10s, so 10 times 10. Then you have to figure out how many 2s it takes to get to 3.2, so you have to divide. 3.2 divided by 2 is 1.6. So times 1.6. So you just multiply these straight across, and you're going to end up with 160. So the one on top is 160 times larger than the one on the bottom. That's it for that one. Question 5 and 6, there's no more rounding, okay? But you're just changing this into scientific notation. I mean standard form, not scientific. It's already in scientific notation. So this is going to be, you're going to be moving this decimal point 5 times to the right, making it a large number. How do I know it's becoming a large number? Because it's a positive. Okay, so 7.81, we're going to move this decimal point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, leaving you with 3 zeros. So the number is that. So there we go, 781,000. This one is the same thing. No, actually, 5 and 6 you're doing that. 7 and 8 you're changing this into scientific notation. Again, you're not rounding. So again, you're still putting the decimal point in the same spot here, but you're just writing 9.52, no rounding. Times 10 to the power of 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 4, because that's a small number. This one is going to be, the decimal point is going to be here, and this is where it started. So we're going to have 3.92 times 10 to the power of 1, 2, 3, 3, because this is a large number, it's not going to be negative. Question 9 and 10, you're going to be adding and subtracting. First thing you got to do is check if these two numbers are the same. If 10 to the 5 and 10 to the 5, if they are exactly the same, then you're just adding the first numbers. So it's just this number and that number, they're adding. So that's going to make 4.3, and then times 10 to the 5 stays the same. And you're done. That's how you add when they have the same exponent. If you're subtracting, it's exactly the same thing, but instead of adding, you are subtracting the first two numbers. Again, you check, is this the same as that? Yes? Then you know that's going to be in the answer. And then all you have to do is subtract these. So that would give me 1 and 2, so 2.1. So 2.1 times 10 to the 5th. And that's how you add and subtract scientific notation. For this one, you're going to be multiplying. Same thing as adding, subtracting. You're going to be multiplying the first numbers, 3 and 2.5. That's going to give you 7.5. okay, times 10 to the power of, now 10 to the 5 times 10 to the 3, you add the exponents and you get 10 to the 8. And that's it. All right? Dividing ones, you're going to get a dividing one. If you're dividing, you're going to be dividing the first two numbers, and then you're going to be subtracting the exponents on the top. And that's it. Cut the video.